spoiler review of the new movie Morbius, and this is a warning. And if you want to get spoiled of the Morbius movie, I would suggest for you to click out right now because I'll be talking about the plot of the movie and spoilers about it. So if you want to see it yourself and don't get spoiled, please click off right now. So yes, Morbius. It was a good movie. And I won't tell you the rating for now because I won't give a surprise at the end of the video. I like this cinematic shot in the beginning of Morbius' helicopter just going to the cave of bats. They're hungry, blood sucking. I liked when Morbius gets out of the helicopter and the guy that took him there tells him if he needs a doctor, and he responds, "I am a doctor." Made me laugh for some reason. Then he proceeds to call in the bats and kills everyone. I think they didn't show it because we need a flashback. All they showed in the flashback was basically his origin story of becoming a doctor. Oh yeah, and to introduce his child friend. Then it goes back to the present and where from he somehow made artificial blood that is counter. How does the blood work? Well, he does a dick move and doesn't accept the reward or something. Don't remember. Then he's in the hospital and then his assistant reveals she knows about his blood-sucking bat experiment. And he just admits to it. He doesn't even try to cover it up. Like, you're gonna get arrested. I'm just realizing that I'm just explaining the whole movie. Well, I did say it contains spoilers, but I'm not trying to be here all day. I need to go sleep. Overall, I did like the beginning and like the pace it gave us, the information and more his backstory, his motivation for being a doctor, and why he wants to find a cure for his disease. Cause, he wants people like him to live comfortable lives, not in a crane like he is, or two cranes, or whatever those things are called. Also, how did Morbius' friend got rich and has the money to get Morbius a whole ship in secret to do his illegal back experiments? Is he a drug dealer? Well, everything goes wrong, and Morbius injects himself with his cure and kills everyone in the ship except her assistant, and gets jacked. I watched this to a friend with more complicated relationship, and besides that's the point. She said that he got the Captain America treatment, which is actually pretty accurate because Morbius was a scrawny, half-dead person, and it looks like he has no days off in the gym. I like how Morbius tries to keep his humanity and drinks the artificial blood and keeps time and basically experiments on himself with the changes he has, like testing out his hearing and strength and of course his voice in those things that people used to record locks or something, I don't know. And after experimenting and seeing the decreased time with the artificial blood taking less time for time to get hungry, he takes the next logical step, locking himself without blood to see how long it lasts. Why? Like, is there a scientist that can explain this? Why this is smart? Then his child friend comes and sees Morbius dying of hunger, and then Morbius asks for blood. Like, what was the point of locking yourself alone while any nearby blood? His friend needs to go to the fridge and get some blood. Plus, his friend doesn't even get freaked out. See him chug that blood. He just wants the cure. He created and he said, "It's not a cure. It's a curse." And he scares him off. The one thing I'm very confused about is the next scene is about Morbius' nurse or doctor assistant, don't know, gets killed at first. You think it's Morbius killed the nurse or doctor, whatever, but it was his friend, and he got the cure somehow. Like how? I don't know. Morbius sees the assistant dead and puts a bunch of artificial blood in a backpack and puts a suspicious hoodie on, which is like that's what he's gonna look for. And plus with two cranes that he used before, like he got the cure. And I'm pretty sure he was the only one who used those cranes. Like from what I've saw the whole movie, just people just come in and out. He was the only one who used them. So as soon as he walked out the door and the police guys just saw him, it was kind of obvious it was him. Like, come on, Morbius, try to be smart. After getting caught, he runs from the cops, and the effects on him moving super fast. I actually like. It's actually really cool how slow motion and how the kind of smoky thing effect comes from behind him from a trail. Yeah, I like how that looks, even though I heard that my friend didn't like it. I don't know why. He gets scared to jump off the roof when he gets there or something. He just didn't jump. Then he gets arrested. When the cops interrogate him, I like that it was funny and very relatable. Well, not relatable, but something I'll do is bring some holy water when I know I'm dealing with a vampire. I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to play it safe. I mean, his friend convinces him as a lawyer and brings him some normal blood to break out. Then after a while, he realizes that his friend left his cane and puts one and one together and finds out he took the cure that he left behind. Then he breaks out and starts fighting his friend in the streets. Then the fight goes to the subway and his friend starts killing. But later they blamed Morbius for those deaths, but there were witnesses that escaped. How did not get questioned or they came up and admitted that, oh, it was Morbius was another person with similar powers to him? Well, that doesn't matter because Morbius learns how to fly and leaves a friend in the subway. Huh, such a nice friend. He then meets up with his love interest, Doctor Assassin, who doesn't feel like she is. Feels weird for the end because she gets revived somehow. I don't know how. She didn't take the cure. They're suggesting that she got revived from Morbius biting her, but didn't happen to anyone else. Plot. They then go for a coffee, and she tries to see if Morbius gets burned from the sun, which he doesn't. Then some random guy comes in and gives the counter some fake $100 bills, and then Morbius follows them to their secret lair. Which, how do they know that? Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, he has super hearing and he heard. Correction. When he gets to the lair, the boss tries and fight him, but he cracks the guy's hand by explaining which joint he's dislocating, which I like a lot because he uses brain and brawn. The next part was my favorite part. He asks, "Who are you?" And then Moore responds, "I am Venom," which made me laugh a lot. I don't know why. And then he responds, "I'm kidding. I'm Dr. Morris in your service." That was very funny. After this, the movie gets really boring and goes to the final climax, which doesn't really feel like when you get there, because you just get like boring dialogue. It's useful dialogue, but very boring, and not very threatening when the villain just going out and trying to get chicks in the club, and just goes and sucks the. Oh, that sounded wrong. Oh god. Also, I was really confused how Morbius' childhood friend turned evil so quickly. Like, he seemed like such a good guy, then turns so evil when he takes the Morbius curse, which doesn't really make sense because Morbius didn't turn evil. The final fight is kind of hard to see, especially when it gets down to the sewers, but I did like how Morbius calls his blood-sucking bats. Well, I forgot to mention, he's immune to bats. Cool. Then Morbius uses Bat Attack and then injects his friend who led poisoning to kill him, and at first it seems like he's being dramatic and just gonna jump and start fighting him again. But he actually dies, which kinda surprised me and my friend. He also made two poisons to kill his friend and to use it on himself too, but he doesn't do that for some reason. Then he leaves with his Bat Brothers. The end credit scene is weird and confusing, but I went back and looked at the trailers and saw that Vulture was supposed to be more in the movie, but got cut, which got confusing. And also, why didn't he teleport back to his universe after Doctor Strange fixed the rift in No Way Home? Like, come on, what? Well, overall, with all the flaws, I still enjoy watching it. Probably won't I'll see if someone puts it on, but won't go out of my way to put in. Watching Morbius in cinema was a cool experience, and yeah, that's all I really think. Yeah, now I'm giving the rating. What I think is not really, it's not a great movie, not such a bad movie, but I feel like it's a middle 5 out of 10. And I'm seeing right here now, and the Rotten Tomatoes is not looking good. Nobody liked this movie except maybe me and some other people, but I liked it, and that's my opinion. Don't judge me. and I will probably see you in the next video. And it's probably gonna be something with Attack on Titan, maybe, or something. I'm gonna try to do the easiest videos I can, and try to get them out as quick as I can. Yeah, then upload for a whole week. Oh, such a great YouTuber I am.